What's going on, everyone? Josh Jeffy, co-host Primetime Sports, back with another edition of PTS Lite. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. That's why I didn't do a video last week. Thanksgiving, busy, family, crazy, hectic holidays. I'm sure all of you know what it's like. But, the Browns had a victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was good to get a victory. And then last week, they had a close game against Cincinnati. The Browns are playing well. Peyton Hill's back in the lineup. It's good to see that he adds a dimension to the Browns' offense, and it runs better. Greg Little had some drops, but he's a rookie, and yeah, I will expect that he just has to improve on them. Ryan Pomperian, see ya, buddy. Your bad snaps, and it's not just the two that he messed up on those field goals. I guess he's been having some high snaps and low snaps throughout all the games. So, for those out there complaining that we cut a long snapper, I think it's a little ridiculous. Long snappers are kind of a dime a dozen, and don't feel too bad for him. He's made $800,000 a year for the past 9 years. So Butch Davis's best draft pick has really had a decent career here with the Browns, and I'm sure he'll get picked up by another team. So Ryan, it was good having you here with the Browns, but don't let the door kick you know where when you leave. And that's pretty much it for the Browns. They're getting into the hard part of their schedule. That would be against the Ravens twice and the Steelers twice, not to mention a trip out west to Arizona. So we're going to learn a lot about the Browns over the next month or so as we get into the holiday season of Christmas and New Year's. Now, speaking of Christmas, I had my little video of the NBA lockout where I was kind of snoozing away because I really didn't care. And I honestly, at the time, I didn't care. But they came to an agreement recently, a tentative agreement. They still have to work out some of the paperwork. The union still has to recertify. But until that happens, we're going to have basketball, NBA basketball, that is, starting on Christmas. And the Cavs will probably start a day or so after. And I got to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to seeing how these newer, younger Cavaliers play. Kyrie Irving, Tristan Thompson, I'm interested to see how they play. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. As much as I say I don't care about the NBA lockout and such, I do love my Cavaliers, and I do enjoy watching Cavaliers basketball. So it'll be interesting to see how those young guys play as we start the season here around Christmas or shortly after. Other possible intriguing possible moves that the Cavs will make. What are they going to do with Baron Davis with this amnesty clause? Whether or not he will stay. If the Cavs do waive him or cut him, it won't be very much longer before he gets picked up by a contending team. Let's just say the Miami Heat or the Los Angeles Lakers. I've heard they're interested. Other intriguing storylines for the NBA would be Dwight Howard and Chris Paul. I'm hearing a lot of rumors already of the Nets making a run at Dwight Howard, offering Brooks Lopez and 2 future first-rounders, and possibly taking back Hedo Turkoglu's $35 million that he's got left on his deal. Also, I've heard rumblings that Chris Paul going to the Boston Celtics in exchange for Rajon Rondo, but Chris Paul has said that he would not sign an extension with the Celtics, so that's kind of not a very good deal for the Celtics. Also, Chris Paul possibly on his wish list, the Knicks and or the Clippers. Can you imagine the Clippers with Blake Griffin having Chris Paul or possibly Dwight Howard? The Clippers are legitimate contenders for both, so I've heard. Other possible moves that could be made is past All-Star Brandon Roy possibly getting waived by the Portland Trailblazers. Now, would the Cavs be interested in picking him up? I don't think so. The way that they're going, I think they want to see how the young team develops and plays. And, they're going to build through the draft. They're going to try and do it right. And speaking of the draft tonight, it is Wednesday, November 29th, Big Ten ACC Challenge. I'm interested to watch the North Carolina Tar Heels against the Wisconsin Badgers to see Harrison Barnes, the star small forward for the UNC Tar Heels. Interested to see how he play, and I want to see how he possibly could be in a Cavaliers uniform next year if the Cavs decide to not have a good season in this shortened season. Don't expect much from the Cavs this year. I'm sure all of you don't either, but it'd be nice to have the Cavs back at the Q, and good for all the workers down there. Now, on to the most important thing I know you guys are looking for. Here's my beer of the week that I have. It is by Trogs Brewery. I actually don't have it poured right now, but that's okay. Trogs Brewery Java Head Stout. Now, when I'm looking for a stout, one of my favorites, and we had it, well, maybe I didn't have it here on the PTS Lite, but Founder's Breakfast Stout. It's a nice heavy stout. It had some 2 blends of coffee in it. Just an excellent stout. This, I got a job ahead because it is brewed with some coffee, but it also is very hoppy. Not as strong of a stout that I would like. Not bad though. If you're not a stout drinker and you want to kind of see what stout's all about, maybe you want to start with this one. This one's out of Trogues Brothers Brewery, out of Pennsylvania, I believe. Yes, out of Pennsylvania. Pretty decent brew, not bad. So if you're looking for an interesting craft beer, you haven't tried anything, it's getting colder, it's snowing now, you want to try heavier, stouty beer, I would give this one a try if you're not used to them. Other than that, folks, we've got a lot of good things going on. College basketball going on real strong right now. Ohio State, I got to give props to you. Big win yesterday against Duke. You dominated. How does that feel, Rob? I know it's kind of bittersweet because you're a Buckeyes fan too. Also, NBA, like I said, starting December 25th, Christmas. And we're for the Brownies. We're getting into our tough schedule. This will really tell us a lot on the direction of the Cleveland Browns. Until next week, my friends, have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Until then, cheers.